I'm not huge on like comparing the WNBA and the NBA. Like, I don't really think that's fair.
Caitlin Clark. And I'm going to tell you, very solid answer, because she's asked about comparing the WNBA to the NBA. She doesn't agree with Angel Reese.
Because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility.
Angel Reese wants credit. The reason why WNBA is up is because of Angel Reese. She's not getting enough credit. She did this too. She taunted Caitlin Clark. She made this whole thing.
Angel Reese just dropped a bombshell **** pay up, or she's out of the WNBA ***. This demand could change everything. Is she setting a new standard for player value, or is this the start of a major standoff between players and the league? Let's break it all down. Police car light fire.
You lost 40, 50 million. You know who would clap for you all sitting out? The NBA. So they don't have to subsidize your dumbasses to the tune of 40 to 50 million a year.
Caitlin Clark completely shut it down when asked about the comparison between the WNBA and NBA. She dismissed the argument as pointless and exposed the harsh truth that Angel Reese refuses to accept. While Reese threatens to sit out, Clark understands that money follows impact, not entitlement. And guess what? The numbers prove it. Clark is the one bringing in the viewers, the revenue, and the future of the league.
Stupid arrogance, entitlement, racism, sexism will fly. I don't
like Angel Reese. She's just bad news. She's just an angry feminist. She may marry Brittany Griner at some point. Who knows? I find Angel Reese completely unlikable.
So, is Angel Reese delusional for comparing herself to NBA players? Did Caitlin Clark just end this debate once and for all? Let's break it all down.
Caitlin Clark has beaten some of those NBA ratings, but they're still better than the majority of all WNBA games.
Caitlin Clark didn't just respond to Angel Reese's complaints, she buried them with pure logic.
When the Ion Network is drawing like 1 million views off of a WNBA game, you know something has changed. You got one player in this league that is doing that. Caitlin Clark, that's it.
While Angel Reese was busy complaining about salaries and threatening to sit out if she didn't get paid more, Caitlin Clark took a completely different approach. When asked about the ongoing debate comparing WNBA and NBA salaries at a public event, she didn't whine or make empty demands. Instead, she delivered a cold, hard reality check that exposed the flawed mentality of players like Angel Reese.
I benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
I guarantee you, the intelligent folks, and there are plenty in the WNBA, are saying, will you two idiots just shut up? Sit out.
And isn't she shooting like 35% from the field? Can somebody tell me who in the world watches a 35% shooter from the paint that is basically grabbing her own rebounds from her own missed shots?
Clark shut down the entire discussion by saying, I'm not huge on comparing the WNBA to the NBA. I don't think that's fair. And she's absolutely right. Comparing the two leagues is nonsensical when you look at the numbers.
This league has never turned a profit. 28-year existence of this women's pro basketball league, it has been kept afloat because of the subsidization of the NBA, keeping it alive. Otherwise, it would have died a long time ago, and Caitlin Clark would have never had a chance to straighten out.
The NBA generates billions through media rights, sponsorships, and massive global viewership, while the WNBA has never even turned a profit in nearly 3 decades of existence.
What, the NBA Finals still drew maybe 7 million or something like that? The NBA plays roughly twice as many games. There is still a significant gap.
Clark understands basic business principles, something Angel Reese refuses to acknowledge. It's not about fairness, it's about value. The NBA brings in millions of viewers per game, sells out massive arenas, and drives huge advertising revenue.
If you understand supply and demand, if you understand television ratings, if you understand media rights deals, if you got common sense, there's no reason for a WNBA player to ever in life compare the WNBA to the NBA.
On the other hand, the WNBA is still trying to grow, and the only reason it's even seeing a spike in viewership is because of Caitlin Clark not because of Angel Reese.
The WNBA star was speaking at the 2025 Cardiovascular Research event and was asked for her opinion on the gap between the two leagues. For Caitlin Clark, comparisons between the leagues is pointless. Somebody's got to break.
And this is where Clark's response truly exposed the hypocrisy. Instead of demanding more money like Reese, Clark focused on solutions, saying, I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible. most people wouldn't believe we'd even be at this point, and the sky's the limit. Asterisk in other words, Clark is focused on progress, while Reese is focused on entitlement.
That's who everybody has tuned into is Caitlin Clark. It is not anybody else.
Clark knows the WNBA can grow, but it won't happen through empty threats or forcing pay increases that aren't backed by revenue. Instead, the focus should be on building the league, increasing viewership, and earning those bigger salaries.
Oh, who Angel Reese is.
This was a devastating blow to Reese's entire argument. Clark made it clear NBA players make more because they bring in more. It's not about gender, it's about business. While Reese is playing the victim, Clark is doing the work and actually changing the game.
I'm not huge on comparing the WNBA and the NBA. I don't really think that's fair. Obviously, I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible. I think a lot of people, or most people, would not believe it's in the place that it is right now. So I think when people always ask me this question, where I think it'll be in 5 years, is it's hard for me to answer because people didn't even think we'd be right here, right now. And I think really sky's the limit. I think when you see, our TV numbers when we're on, national television, we're averaging over 1 million viewers or whatever it is. The All-Star game, I think, was over 4 million viewers. It's just really great numbers. So the more opportunities we're given, I think the more it's going to shine and get better and better. I think also the talent level in college is continuing to get a lot better, and as those players come into the league, it's going to continue to improve. We're adding 2 new teams next year, and then probably another team year after that. So more games. Yeah, more games, which I think will be good. It will lengthen the season a little bit more.
And that's exactly why Caitlin Clark is the one getting the attention, endorsements, and respect, while Angel Reese is stuck making empty threats.
You'd actually, if you really want to go into business, you need to pay some money back. You made absolutely nothing. You haven't really enhanced the league. Caitlin Clark has.
We have to be completely honest about this, whether we like it or not. 90% of this revived or renewed interest is really based around one single.
Clark knows the WNBA can grow, but it won't happen through empty threats or forcing pay increases that aren't backed by revenue. Instead, the focus should be on building the league, increasing viewership, and earning those bigger salaries.
That's the reason that a lot of these new players from these other teams decided to join her, because guess what? Every time they play a game, 3 to 3.5 times more people will be watching them than they were prior.
This was a devastating blow to Reese's entire argument. Clark made it clear NBA players make more because they bring in more. It's not about gender, it's about business. While Reese is playing the victim, Clark is doing the work and actually changing the game.
Or everybody, but we have to face the consequences. The women coming in next year are probably going to make more than us. I got to get in the meetings because I'm hearing if y'all don't give us what we want, we're sitting out. Of course, Dejanay said, yeah, that's a possibility for real. That was kind of a possibility on the last one.
She just threatened the lockout. If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. This is why sometimes you probably should have somebody look over a podcast. She's threatening to go on strike. I actually understand it's the way negotiations work in the CBA, not on a...
And that's exactly why Caitlin Clark is the one getting the attention, endorsements, and respect, while Angel Reese is stuck making empty threats.
Was funding this league, I'd say, all right, hold on. You got a golden goose. We all got one in Caitlin Clark. These people that are criticizing Caitlin Clark, these people that are hitting Caitlin Clark, these people that are talking as if they are as important as Caitlin Clark are hurting our opportunity. They're hurting the brand.
Will Caitlin Clark ever be paid by the WNBA what she's worth? I don't think that's possible.
While Caitlin Clark was making rational points about how the WNBA can grow, Angel Reese was doing the complete opposite ***, demanding more money ***, and threatening to sit out if she didn't get what she wanted. On her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, she boldly claimed that WNBA players deserve massive salary increases and even suggested that players might boycott games if their demands weren't met. Reese's exact words? **, if y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. We sitting out. Asterisk.
I mean, you want to grow the game? All right, grow the game. All I'm saying is if you want to play with in the big leagues, if you want to be somebody that transcends the game, you got to have a personality. I will give Angel Reese this. She has a personality. It's ignorance. It's stupid. I mean, it's really...
That statement alone shows just how detached from reality she is. The WNBA has never been profitable, yet Reese thinks she's in a position to demand more money. Let's be clear, WNBA salaries are low because the league simply doesn't generate enough revenue.
Instead, people are saying, look, morons, you're just morons. And the more you talk, the dumber you sound. I hate to say it.
Unlike the NBA, which brings in billions through TV deals, sponsorships, and ticket sales, the WNBA is financially dependent on the NBA just to stay afloat. NBA owners subsidize the WNBA to cover its losses, and without that support, the league would collapse overnight.
You need to use my voice to speak for what we want and deserve as a league. Thank you. No, that's not what you did. You said me, I. They're going to get more than us. I deserve more, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shut up.
Angel Reese seems to completely ignore this reality, acting as if she and other WNBA players are entitled to higher salaries just because they play basketball. But that's not how business works. You get paid based on what you bring in. And the truth is, Reese is not a major factor in the WNBA's recent growth.
I guarantee you, people that are actually going to be at the negotiating table are saying right now this word. Will you shut up?
Let's not forget, when Reese was in college, she had plenty of opportunities to make money through nil deals. She even bragged about making millions off endorsements before ever stepping on a WNBA court. Yet now, she's playing the victim, claiming she's not getting paid enough and comparing herself to NBA players who play in a league that operates on a completely different financial level.
Suggestion for you, don't sit out. You have a real opportunity right now. The only time, think about it, baseball is going to go away on ESPN. ESPN is pushing women's sports like never before. Instead of having every single person with a reasonable mind say, look, morons, nobody's going to miss you. This is your time. Take advantage to the average viewer. Meaningless.
Even more shocking, Reese isn't even on the WNBA, Women's National Basketball Players Association board, yet she's out here making public threats about a lockout. That's not just unprofessional, it's reckless and damaging to the league's reputation. Even her own supporters should be asking, what exactly has Angel Reese done to deserve a higher salary? Her on-court performance is mediocre at best, shooting below 40% from the field and padding her stats by grabbing her own missed shots.